Humanity is moving forward at a crazy speed. Every decade brings discoveries that once seemed like science fiction, but the most amazing stuff is happening right now. All over the world, engineers, scientists, and dreamers are creating technologies that could change our world beyond recognition. What would you say, for example, about gasoline made from air? And that's just one of the incredible technologies in this video. The future is here. Most people just don't know it yet. Google Veo 3 isn't just an upgrade, but a quantum leap in generative video. Forget stitching clips together using 5 different services. Veo 3 can create entire films with speech, music, and flawless motion physics. Just describe what you want to see, click Generate, and get a 4K video complete with dialogue and a soundtrack. No joke. This AI writes scripts, mixes audio, and syncs lip movements for you. And there's more. One of Veo 3's biggest features is control. Want the camera to move like an Nolan film? Set the trajectory and you're good to go. Need a consistent style across scenes? Upload references. To make all this as polished as possible, Google even brought in Hollywood director Darren Aronofsky, known for the movies Black Swan and Requiem for a Dream. The result? Marketing videos are now made over a cup of coffee and cost 50% less than before. Veo 3 is so good, it's scary to think of what Veo 4 might be capable of. At SID Display Week 2025, LG unveiled the screens of the future. They're transparent, they stretch, and twist. For example, the 12-inch display expands by 50% when touched. But this isn't just a visual gimmick or tech for tech's sake. The display creates physical buttons with tactile feedback, turning touch controls into something you can actually feel. It's especially useful for drivers who will be able to find buttons by touch instead of taking their eyes off the road. LG also showcased a 57-inch version designed for cars, while the smaller displays are perfect for wallets or even gloves. City streets will never be the same thanks to Rheinmetall, a legendary name in tech and defense, and its latest project, the Curb Charger. This electric vehicle charging module is hidden in the curb. Say goodbye to bulky stations that eat up precious city space. The Curb Charger has already completed a year-long pilot in Cologne, delivering 2,800 charges. On average, drivers received 19 kilowatt-hours, enough for about 120 kilometers of range. The modules proved so user-friendly that the most enthusiastic feedback came from drivers over 60. This is how smart cities sneak up on us, with technology that works quietly yet flawlessly. Berlin and Dusseldorf are next, with installations planned for the second half of the year. Rheinmetall deserves congratulations for proving that the future isn't some distant concept, it's already beneath our feet. A quiet fuel revolution just took place on a Manhattan rooftop. Aircella has unveiled a fridge-sized unit that turns air into gasoline. No crude oil needed, just carbon dioxide converted into ready-to-use fuel. Each day, the machine captures 10 kilograms of CO2 and produces 3.7 liters of gasoline. And this isn't some lab demo, but a real product, with the first commercial units expected this fall. The estimated price starts at $16,000 per unit. Ready to become a gasoline tycoon? One year. That's all it took the engineers at Hermeus to turn blueprints into the quarter-horse Mark I hypersonic drone, which completed its first successful flight in late May. The test took place at Edwards Air Force Base in the US, using a dry lake bed as a runway. The quarter-horse Mark I reached a speed of 240 km/h, and more importantly, demonstrated the viability of an alternative approach to aircraft development. It's a major step towards revolutionizing aerospace, especially since one of Hermeus's goals is to build a supersonic transatlantic jet for the US president. Winter just got a lot more exciting thanks to Vipera electric skis. Made with aerospace-grade materials, they're built to handle any conditions. With a range of 16 kilometers, they offer plenty of fun and more than enough reason to climb any slope you see. The controller is built right into the ski pole and is so intuitive that even beginners will pick it up without trouble. In fact, anyone can ride these skis regardless of their experience. Vipera isn't just some vision of the future, but the start of a new season where the trail begins wherever you want it to. Interested? Vipera is currently live on Kickstarter, and you can grab a pair for $2,500. The Exto X12 isn't just a wheelchair, but a fully fledged all-terrain vehicle on a hybrid wheel-track chassis. Hills, stairs, and rough terrain are no longer an obstacle. The Exto X12 turns steep slopes into smooth paths and steps into minor bumps. Two operating modes make the X12 a versatile solution: wheels for comfort on flat surfaces and tracks for navigating rough ground. To plan its route, the wheelchair uses AI technology, as well as gyroscopes, LiDAR, and various sensors. With a climbing angle of up to 40 degrees and the ability to clear obstacles up to 22 centimeters high, the Exto X12 opens up new possibilities for people with limited mobility. It can also reach speeds of up to 12 km/h. A mountain hike or a stroll through an old cobblestone town is no longer a challenge, but an enjoyable part of everyday life. The Dyson Pencil Vac is redefining what a vacuum cleaner is, and it definitely earned a place in the gadget category. It weighs under 2 kilograms, and all its components, including the motor, are packed into a handle just 38 millimeters in diameter. Speaking of the motor, it's Dyson's smallest yet at just 28 millimeters across, but spins at 140,000 RPM. For even more effective cleaning, the Pencil Vac features 4 fluffy cone brushes. They're cone-shaped and specifically designed to tackle hair. Finally, suction instead of tangles. LED lighting helps you spot even the most insidious debris. There are limitations though. No carpet cleaning and only 30 minutes of runtime per charge. But if portability is your top priority, the Pencil Vac is an ideal pick. Swiss engineers have taught the four-legged robot Animal D to play badminton. And this mechanical athlete doesn't just follow a pre-programmed sequence, but uses reinforcement learning to develop its own game skills. It can even predict the shuttlecock's trajectory. Sure, it may sound a bit strange, but the technology that makes Animal D so effective will prove invaluable in future robotics, especially where quick reflexes and body coordination are key. Precise movement control in dynamic environments could revolutionize surgery if robotic assistants can instantly respond to changes during procedures. In factories, these robots might catch flying parts or handle fragile objects, and at home, they could assist elderly people by helping them stay balanced and preventing falls. What do you get when you cross a drone with an all-terrain vehicle? The answer is Atmo, an engineering marvel that transforms mid-flight and lands confidently on challenging terrain where others would get stuck. The secret lies in its brilliant design inspired by nature. Just like birds adjust their wings when landing, Atmo changes its wing configuration, but with mathematical precision. Issues like turbulence and crosswinds were solved in a dedicated drone lab using predictive control. In other words, Atmo forecasts its behavior several steps ahead, accounting for numerous variables. In the future, drones like Atmo could make it easier to deliver food, water, and medicine to remote areas and assist researchers in the field. The humanoid robot Magic Bot from Magic Lab doesn't just walk, it dances, juggles, and even does flips like a gymnast. Its secret lies in tiny servo motors with positioning accuracy of less than a millimeter, and sensors so sensitive they feel pressure better than human fingers. But what's it for? Magic Bot is a kind of universal soldier, ready to work with anything from t-shirts to hazardous materials. The third generation model features 42 degrees of freedom, mimics up to 70% of human hand gestures, lifts up to 40 kilograms, and runs for 5 hours on a single charge. The creators see Magic Bots just about everywhere, from rescue missions to assembly lines. This next-gen robot is already here. And yes, it can toast marshmallows between flips. A kid's balance bike just grew up and learned tricks that most robots can't pull off. Meet UMV, a robotic bike worthy of the Olympics. It's a real acrobat on wheels. Thanks to its belt drive and unique lever system, it performs jumps as high as its own frame, easily landing on tables and other obstacles. It balances in place, pops wheelies, and even rides in reverse. And it does all this without gyroscopes or complex stabilization systems. Instead, UMV uses a reinforcement learning-based control system. As a result, UMV isn't just impressive, but it also opens new horizons. Imagine delivery bots that hop over obstacles or rescue vehicles that handle rough terrain with ease. The lab is a thing of the past. EVA, an exoskeleton developed by the IHMC team, has finally been tested in real-world conditions. The team originally set out to create a model for people with paralyzed legs, but then they thought, why not design one for workers in hazardous environments? In this exoskeleton, an experienced but aging worker could move like someone much younger. Plus, IHMC's efforts attracted funding from the US Department of Energy. They're interested in exoskeletons that could be used in programs related to nuclear technology, which often require extremely heavy protective gear. And an exoskeleton that helps carry the load would be a huge asset. The fire element meets its match in the Poseidon water cannon. That's right, it's named after the god of the sea. And it's so impressive that it's rewriting the rules of firefighting. In fact, it's considered the best on the market. The water jet can reach up to 70 meters, enough to tame even the most intense blaze. The cannon is remote-controlled within line of sight. Its smart features include overheat protection, automatic 360-degree rotation, and compatibility with automatic fire suppression systems. On top of that, it comes equipped with a robotic tilt and pitch system. When every second counts, Poseidon is a true lifesaver, reliable, powerful, and uncompromising. The Fit Truck blurs the line between fitness and daily life. This truck comes on demand and transforms into a full-on outdoor gym. It can accommodate up to 48 people with an impressive variety of workout options. The Fit Truck includes barbells, plyo boxes, rowing systems, and much more. To keep energy levels high, it also features TVs, audio systems, and climate control. The design was handled by experts with nearly 40 years of experience in the industry, so every detail is thoughtfully planned. With Fit Truck, company events, festivals, and even birthday parties become way more exciting. So, what event will you book it for? Let us know in the comments. A look behind the scenes of future logistics reveals the Glider M truck, already making history and gearing up for real-world cargo transport. If all goes according to plan, the Glider M will be operating across California later this year. So, what makes it special? Not only is it autonomous, but it also handles both highways and railroad tracks with equal confidence. On rails, it can reach speeds of up to 129 km per hour. Add a payload capacity of 36 tons, and you've got yourself a transport system that doesn't just speed up delivery, but can also bring abandoned railways back to life. The Glider M is especially promising for rural areas, where delivering construction materials or harvested crops often becomes a logistical nightmare. Spokes? That's old news. It's time to get rid of them, at least on the front wheels of bikes. That's exactly what the makers of the Cosmos e-bike have done. The ride is smoother than usual, the spoke-free wheel is lighter, and there's less air resistance. Among its other perks, the Cosmos has a reasonable weight of 22 kilograms and a solid range of 80 kilometers. Sure, it's not the fastest, topping out at 26 kilometers per hour, but it folds in just 10 seconds, making it incredibly easy to transport and store. The quickest backers on Kickstarter got their Cosmos for $1,500. The VFX wizards at Pixomondo, known for the stunning visuals in Star Trek and Moonfall, have unveiled Pixo Akira, a cutting-edge system that combines LED screens, the Unreal Engine, and a driving simulator. Forget about green screens and endless post-production. Now, actors actually see the world their characters live in, not just blank walls. And the best part is that the system is available for rent. Get ready, because movie effects are about to become even more realistic. Scientists at the University of Michigan have created a display that works without electronics, powered only by magnetic fields. Inspired by squid skin, which changes color and patterns, the team used particles made from neodymium and iron oxide on one side, and titanium oxide on the other. By changing the magnet's polarity, they produce different images. Flexible, lightweight, and energy-free, the display paves the way for all kinds of innovations, from smart clothing to interactive packaging. This isn't CGI or visual effects, these are real 3D models created with nanometer precision. Nanoscribe's 2GL technology uses 2-photon lithography to print components as small as 0.055 millimeters. That's about as thick as a human hair, but just look at the detail. And the 2GL operates 60 times faster than similar systems, opening even more doors in microelectronics, biomedicine, and nanorobotics. Japan has perfected the art of inamuri, or sleeping in public. Enter the Sleep Apparel system, a smart down jacket that makes napping anywhere feel just as cozy as curling up under your favorite blanket at home. Built-in headphones play binaural beats, while noise isolation and calming lights create a bed-like experience. The inflatable hood supports your neck, and the included SOXAI smart ring tracks your sleep quality, monitoring pulse, breathing, and even stress levels. The Owlet One RS3 bike transforms on the go, shifting its frame geometry from nimble sports bike to comfortable cruiser. It even partially folds for easier transport. Convenient. And the designers didn't hold back, neither on power or speed. The bike delivers up to 3 kilowatts and hits 48 kilometers per hour. Its range is solid too, 98 kilometers. A great choice for urban riders who want both versatility and high tech. Global trade demands ever smarter warehouses, and thankfully they're not just for market giants anymore. Take Pio, for example. This robotic system is no bigger than a small apartment, but works like a full-scale logistics hub. Yes, it costs $86,000, but it only takes 6 robots to pick and pack up to 360 orders an hour. Just enter the item code and your product is on the way. Ocean waves are an endless source of energy, but most devices that harness it only tap into vertical motion. Triton C from Oscilla Power breaks that mold by using heave, pitch, roll, and surge. This approach lets the system reach a rated power output of 80 kilowatts and generate 125 megawatt hours of electricity annually. TranspoNet is like a circulatory system for hospitals. It's a vast network of pneumatic tubes that moves test results, medications, and other small packages throughout the facility. Staff used to run from building to building and floor to floor to deliver these. But now with TranspoNet, they save time, which means they can spend more of it caring for patients. One of the most advanced TranspoNet installations is in a clinic in Bonn, Germany. The system includes 16 kilometers of tubes. In places where traditional cell towers can't be built, the Alteros Super Tower comes to the rescue. This is the world's first Aerostat cell tower. The ST300 version rises to 610 meters and provides coverage in a 40-kilometer radius. Instead of spending months erecting a tower, you can now launch a balloon and get a stable connection in areas where it once seemed impossible. No foundations, no towers, no limits. Germany has found a smart solution for the lack of public transport in rural areas, and figured out how to bring abandoned railway lines back to life. The answer to both problems is the monocab Owl. These 6-seater pods can pass each other on a single track and show up like a taxi when requested via a smartphone app. This is what next-gen smart transportation looks like. Railways are making a comeback, now on demand. Ditto is a dream come true for sewing enthusiasts. This projector beams digital patterns directly onto fabric. No more paper, chalk, or pins. The creators also offer a pattern library that updates monthly with dresses, blouses, and other clothing templates. The projector costs $500, and the top-tier subscription plan goes for $21 per month. Space is about to lose its sterile, impersonal look. In 2026, the inhabited Haven 1 station module is set to launch, and it's a beauty. Just look at that 1.1 meter window. A multifunctional folding table tucked into the floor clears space for workouts on special machines. The module will also feature a full laboratory with Starlink access. In short, science meets comfort. No wonder the project involved former Apple designer Peter Russell Clark and got input from seasoned astronaut Andrew Feustel, who spent nearly 62 hours on spacewalks. Germany has built a one-of-a-kind training site where astronauts can actually walk on a simulated lunar surface. It's called Lunar. The facility precisely recreates the moon's terrain and covers 700 square meters. That's some scale. To make the lunar regolith simulation, they had to grind 900 tons of sand and rock. And Lunar won't be just for astronauts. Robots will also be put to the test there. The Archimedes wave swing is a buoy that turns wave motion into electricity. The concept is beautifully simple. As waves pass, a movable section of the buoy sinks, then rises again under the increasing pressure. The prototype delivered about 80 kilowatts of power, but future versions are expected to boost that figure sixfold. Ordinary glass has suddenly gained magical properties thanks to an innovative liquid crystal film from Smart Glass Technologies. In an instant, a clear window turns frosted, offering privacy without the need for curtains or blinds. Sunlight and seclusion no longer compete, they coexist in perfect harmony. Regular fountains look like child's play next to this tech marvel. Floating aerial drones put on a water show where jets dance to an immersive soundtrack. And the audience becomes part of the performance, using their smartphones to interact. But the coolest part is that these drones aren't just for evening entertainment. In the morning, they can teach school kids about fluid dynamics. From show-stopping tech to hands-on education, that's the magic of aerial. The line between road and sky has officially vanished thanks to Pegasus. This engineering marvel blends the perks of a helicopter with the agility of a sports car. You start by racing down the highway at 120 km per hour, then switch to flight mode in just 3 seconds. From there, you soar through the air for 3 hours at 160 km per hour. The PowerSwap 4.0 system replaces a depleted EV battery with a fully charged one in just 2 minutes, faster than filling up a gas tank. It's also a win for charging station owners, since one unit can handle up to 500 cars in a single workday. A new era of charging has arrived. You won't even finish your coffee before PowerSwap 4.0 is done. Tired of struggling with disposable shoe covers? Check out Step-In Shield. Step in and they lock onto your shoes by themselves. They're just as easy to take off, they're waterproof and good for 3,000 uses. This system is perfect for hospitals, construction sites and more. At $30 per pair, it's a small price to pay for daily comfort and time saved. The BrainCo Prosthetic offers its users complete freedom. It doesn't just run for up to 5 days on a charge, but also features smart tracking, allowing users not only to walk, but to practice yoga, go for a run, or play tennis. Made of carbon fiber and aluminium alloy, it's both light and strong. Its success at the Design Intelligence Award proves one thing: with this kind of prosthetic, the only limits are in your mind. Your skin senses texture, and your fingers feel resistance. That's how UDCAP VR gloves bring touch into the digital world. Each glove has 42 tracking points, picking up even the tiniest micro movements down to 0.01 degrees. They're compatible with all major VR headsets, making them more versatile than most. A pair will cost you $600. Tavi lifting solutions give a break to the tired hands of warehouse workers and other professionals who haul boxes all day. With Tavi, even a petite woman can easily lift up to 64 kilograms with precision. That's because Tavi uses a vacuum suction grip instead of a traditional arm. Super strength for factories and warehouses. The workload grows. But with Tavi, people stay one step ahead. Photokite Sigma drones launch straight from their case, trailing power cables behind them. That's why, unlike regular drones, they can stay airborne for up to 24 hours. They fly at a height of 45 meters, offer 16 times zoom, and deliver crystal clear video. The live feed can even be viewed on a smartphone. Thanks to Photokite Sigma, firefighters, rescue teams, and police get a bird's eye view of the scene and complete control over the situation. The Japanese company DIC Group, usually known for making ink, has come up with something completely unexpected: the Hagamasphere. It's not just a drone, but an engineering trick. It features a cubic frame and 8 rotors controlled simultaneously by a patented algorithm. A protective shell makes flying the Hagamasphere feel like playing a game, and it doesn't just fly, it can roll along the ground too. From filmmaking to sports, the possibilities are endless. Let your imagination run wild and drop a comment on where you'd send this drone. Swiss startup Biped has made a real breakthrough. Their smart assistant Noah has successfully entered the European and US markets. More than just a gadget, it's a personal AI-powered mobility assistant. Noah scans a 170-degree field of view, detects obstacles, has highly accurate GPS, and sends alerts through bone conduction technology, leaving your ears free for other sounds. And the battery lasts a full day of active use. Another Swiss team, this time from On, is shaking up the shoe industry. Their robotic arm light spray can make a sneaker in just 3 minutes. The process uses a special web-like spray. Each pair takes about 1.5 kilometers of fiber. The result is incredibly lightweight, just 170 grams per pair, and very affordable. A pair of Cloudboom's Strike LS sneakers will set you back $330. Meet Lunar, your precision expert for ice rinks. This robot helps keep the ice in perfect condition, even close to the edges. Laser-guided accuracy helps Lunar perform with incredible precision. The system it uses is called IceGuard, the Simplifier, and it's already in use at over 70% of Sweden's ice arenas. More power, more features, less reliance on the grid. That's the idea behind the Tesla Powerwall 3 home battery. Compared to earlier versions, it now delivers 11.5 kilowatts of power and comes with a built-in inverter for solar panels. The capacity is 13.5 kilowatt hours. Need more? You can buy and link up to 3 units. Just keep in mind that each one costs about $8,300. Had your fill of yachts and private jets? Try the Triton 669 Ava. It's a luxury submarine designed for wealthy tourists, with the comfort of a limousine. It can dive to 200 meters and seat 8 passengers. The interior is finished in leather and can be customized for a romantic dinner, a wedding, or even a mini casino. Agritech isn't just spreading out, it's growing up. The vertical farms by IGS prove that feeding the planet takes more than land, it takes innovation. Assembled from modules into towers 3 to 4 stories tall, IGS farms outperform traditional greenhouses in every way. They use half the energy and produce 3 times the yield, thanks in part to AI-powered monitoring. No wonder IGS has already raised $54 million in investment. Swiss scientists have created a revolutionary material, flexible fibers that work like hydraulic pumps. Just 2 millimeters thick, these fibers can be woven into fabric and generate pressure without bulky external systems. How does it work? Essentially, the fibers are tiny tubes with spiral electrodes built into their walls. When voltage is applied, a special non-conductive liquid inside the tubes becomes ionized and begins to move. The entire system runs on a compact battery and can be useful in everything from manufacturing to rehabilitation. LG has launched the world's first transparent and completely wireless 4K OLED TV. When it's off, it looks like a sleek pane of glass. Turn it on, and you'll see a stunning 4K image. And if that's not enough, you can enhance it with an AI-powered processor. There's also immersive Dolby Atmos sound. The 77-inch TV is priced at $60,000. Expandable Touchdown is an impressive piece of techno architecture. Once this trailer arrives on site, a patented system retracts the wheels and turns it into a mobile home. In the Touchdown 38 version, it offers 52 square meters of space and incredible flexibility. Use it as an office, showroom, or conference center, whatever you need. And if you're wondering about build quality, consider this. These trailers were featured at the legendary Dakar Rally. Let's take a look at the future of orbital logistics. Right on the edge of it is the German company Atmos Space Cargo. They're designed, built, and on April the 21st, launched the Phoenix 1 into orbit, and then successfully returned it to Earth, testing an inflatable heat shield along the way. This was the first orbital return mission conducted by a European company, and this is only the beginning. An upgraded version, the Phoenix 2, is scheduled for launch in 2026. These pods look like they came straight off a sci-fi movie set. And trust us, they're just as cool inside as they are outside. By default, each pod includes all the essentials: plumbing, air conditioning, and premium lighting. They're great for campgrounds or backyards, and best of all, they're easy to transport. A standard 12-meter shipping container can fit 4 pods, each offering 25 square meters of living space. Does your city have moving walkways? They're like escalators, but just without the steps. Designed for pedestrian comfort, they're usually pretty slow, about 2 kilometers per hour. Can't they go faster? Yes, they can, say the folks at Beltways. Their team has developed a moving walkway that can zip along at 16 kilometers per hour. Would you take a ride on one? Got an iPhone 12 Pro or newer? It can now become a portal to another reality. Finnish company Vario has launched Teleport, an app that scans your surroundings and creates a photorealistic 3D VR replica. It uses a technique called Gaussian splatting, which builds 3D content from regular photos. It's not perfect, but it's faster and more accessible than LiDAR. Towing a helicopter no longer requires muscle power or hours of careful maneuvering. All it takes is the Tiger Tug platform. The top-tier 12.0 model can effortlessly move up to 5.4 tons, more than enough for a Bell 212, which seats 12 passengers. The secret lies in its omnidirectional wheels, which give the operator full freedom of movement. Sideways shifts, diagonal slides, tight turns, you name it. Where traditional towing equipment reaches its limit, Tiger Tug takes over. This 8-meter inflatable ferry boat is a marvel of load capacity and versatility. Weighing just 300 kilograms, it can easily carry 5 tons, and unofficial tests show it can handle twice that. The ferry boat isn't just a transporter, it can serve as a rescue vessel, landing craft, or even a dredger, and the whole thing inflates in just 5 minutes. Voxels are the 3D equivalent of pixels, and voxels are exactly what the Voxon VX2 3D display works with. It's considered not only one of the most advanced volumetric displays, but also one of the most affordable. Priced around $6,800, the Voxon VX2 projects 3D objects up to 25 centimeters tall. It supports standard 3D file formats and works with Windows and Unity, making it ready for business use, and possibly in the future for everyday consumers. French company Zefalto is now taking reservations for anyone who wants to travel to the stratosphere. Adventurers will ride in the Celeste capsule, suspended beneath a balloon, and ascend to 25 kilometers. The flight lasts about 6 hours and is open to people of all fitness levels. The 6-seat capsule features 9 square meters of panoramic windows, along with Wi-Fi, couches, carpets, and even a bar. One ticket will cost around $194,000. Engineers at Johns Hopkins University have developed a prosthetic arm that not only grips objects but can also feel them. Flexible polymers and a 3D printed frame strike the perfect balance between softness and strength. 3 layers of tactile sensors detect texture, shape, and density, and with a grip accuracy of 99.69%, the prosthetic can confidently handle everything from fragile glasses to heavy bottles. Traditional massage rooms just became outdated. Meet Escape, a robot with AI that can deliver a 30-minute massage as effective as a 1-hour session from a human. Escape scans the user's body, checks posture, and even considers emotional states before creating a customized massage program. Controlled via smartphone, compact in size and powered by a standard outlet, this robot is perfect for fitness centers and shopping malls. Six cameras, AI-powered algorithms, and tactile feedback, the Dot Lumen headset is designed to rival guide dogs. Built for people with vision impairments, including those who are blind, it scans the environment in real time and alerts users to obstacles through forehead vibrations and voice prompts. CES tests showed it performs reliably even in crowded spaces. Best of all, it's expected to cost less than $11,400, making it a more affordable alternative to training a guide dog. Urban traffic and overcrowded buses may soon be a thing of the past. Next Future Mobility has introduced a revolutionary concept: electric transport modules that can link together and move as one. These sleek pods reach speeds of 100 km per hour and travel up to 350 km on a single charge. When connected, they resemble a long articulated bus, letting passengers walk between sections. Travelers headed to the same destination group up, then the modules detach and continue on separate routes. The Nuva V300 from Slovenia has taken unmanned cargo transport to new heights. This hybrid drone combines 8 electric motors for vertical takeoff, like a quadcopter, with a combustion engine for horizontal flight. It can carry up to 3 Euro pallets, haul 300 kilograms of cargo, and cover distances of up to 550 kilometers. It's a versatile solution, ready for missions ranging from humanitarian aid to defense operations. The Donkervoort F-22 weighs just 750 kilograms, but don't let that fool you. Under the hood is a souped-up Audi RS3 turbo engine pushing 500 horsepower. As a result, it goes from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.5 seconds and hits 200 km per hour just 5 seconds later. Demand was so high that production doubled from 50 to 100 units, even though it costs $274,000. The Softfoot Pro prosthetic can be described without exaggeration as a feat of engineering. It replicates the natural functions of the human foot by flexing, storing energy, and releasing it smoothly with each step. There are no batteries or motors involved, just a meticulously designed system of plastic components and steel cables. Users can squat, kneel, and move in ways that appear completely natural, as if they were using a biological limb. Softfoot Pro isn't just a step forward in prosthetics, it's a giant leap in the field of biomechanics. The GoSun Solar Charger became a breakout success in pre-orders, raising $2 million in just a month and a half. Its appeal is clear: quick installation, complete independence from the grid, and true practicality for electric vehicle owners. The unit mounts on the roof of the car and can add up to 48 kilometers of range in a single day. Port authorities in parts of China have already started trusting cargo operations to the driverless Q truck. With precision down to 2 centimeters, these trucks weave between shipping containers, scan their surroundings in 360 degrees, and plan multiple delivery routes simultaneously. Sure, they're capped at 40 km per hour and have a range of 150 km, but when human drivers are asleep, Q Truck keeps going. No brakes, no fatigue, and no room for human error. SimSoft engineers have built a train cab simulator where every detail feels lifelike. Available in several versions, it's suitable for training tram and subway operators. The simulator can also generate challenging weather conditions, like thick fog or heavy snow, letting trainees practice in realistic virtual environments. Sony's surgery robot is operating at a whole new level. Just look at how precisely it stitches a cut on a corn kernel. The surgeon controls the robot through a VR interface with a 4K 3D view, while the robot swaps out instruments automatically, so the doctor can stay fully focused on the procedure. In a world where servers weigh as much as heavyweight boxers and the distances between them span football fields, a new generation of movers has arrived. Meet Garo, a line of robots from South Korea. Each one hauls up to 400 kilograms of equipment at walking speed and can team up with its robot partner Zero, which lifts gear up to 3 meters high. Kick It Team Tennis is part game, part art installation, and a hit with both kids and adults. Think of it like Pong, but way more energetic and team-based. 2 teams of 5 go head-to-head. The pace picks up over time, and the glowing balls occasionally change direction. Kids scream with excitement, grown-ups jump right in. Interested? The creators are open to offers for rentals and purchases. Sony, along with the game developers at Naughty Dog and the VFX wizards from Pixomondo, are pushing virtual worlds to the next level. Now, locations from The Last of Us aren't just something you see, but something you feel instead. You walk through post-apocalyptic streets where every gunshot echoes in your skull. And thanks to Sony's groundbreaking tensor valve technology, you even catch the scents in the air. The line between digital illusion and real sensation has never been thinner. Ready to step into that world? Blue Origin's reusable New Shepard launch system includes an 18-meter booster and a crew capsule for 6 passengers. It's already proven its reliability and fulfilled the dream of spaceflight for more than 50 people. Seats for upcoming flights reaching altitudes of about 100 kilometers can be booked right now on Blue Origin's website. Space tourism has officially gone mainstream. Austin, Texas has a new street cleaning hero, the Solar Umber 4000. This solar-powered robot measures 2 meters in diameter and picks up more trash in a single day than most cleaners do in a week, up to 91 kilograms. It zips through the streets at 19 kilometers per hour. So, is your city ready for a robot-led cleaning crew? Sony engineers are tearing down the wall between gamers and their virtual worlds. Their new controllers aren't just accessories, but immersive tools. Movable components make actions like archery or sword fighting feel like real physical challenges that require focus and precision. The trick is that these controllers shift their center of gravity in real time, and they can also link together, unlocking even more gameplay possibilities. Big Screen Beyond 2 VR goggles weigh just 107 grams, a true feat of technology. They're among the lightest and smallest headsets in the world, but deliver performance that would make bulkier rivals jealous. 13 million pixels, pancake lenses, and a resolution of 5120 by 2560. The visuals are so vivid, reality starts to feel dull by comparison. These goggles can be yours for $1,562. $630 for a 7.6-meter stream of fire. Sound like a good deal? Then take a look at the Pulsefire LRT flamethrower. It's compact, lightweight at just 2.7 kilograms, and packs more than enough punch to win any argument. The ZenWatch bracelet is like a conductor's baton for the digital world. Flip through a presentation with a flick of your wrist? No problem. Type in the air? Easy. It works within a 90-meter radius and runs for 10 hours on a single charge. Prices start at $300. Engineers from South Korea's CASE and Angel Robotics have created an exoskeleton that doesn't just assist with movement, but can walk on its own. It even puts itself on the user, whether they're standing or sitting in a wheelchair. One version can reach speeds of up to 3.2 kilometers per hour, and it easily handles stairs. Scandinavian startup Intuicell has pulled off the impossible, giving artificial intelligence something like a nervous system. The robot dog Lunar is living proof of this breakthrough. It learned to stand and move using only digital neurons. The technology mimics the work of the thalamocortical system, which is the part of the brain responsible for sensory perception, and allows the robot to learn through first-hand experience, adapting to real time. This approach is far more advanced than traditional machine learning, and it could lead to robots that can be trained like real animals. The startup has raised $3.9 million and plans to complete development within the next 2 years.